There was a video that came out right before the weekend drop. They got a lot of people going in Detroit. It was Aidan Hutchinson running a little bit down in Ford Field. You can run it back again. Yeah, run that again. Let's see Big Aidan, Big 97. That's just a good sight to see.
Yeah, he moving.
That's a good sight to see. We down, Rick? We up? Yeah, good. It's a good sight to see, man. You want to see this, this injury happen early October. I want to say this injury happened, and now here he is in April running, weaving. Weaving is the next step. First thing is vertical, straight ahead, straight back. You don't want to go anything lateral. Then it's the weaving. And once you get the weaving, then you can start putting your foot in the ground and going. So what does this do for you, seeing 97? Because the defensive line, and what's 97 going to be? What does that look like? Is he going to be back? And how does it make you feel seeing Big Aidan out there?
Well, he has to be the anchor of that line. He has to be the motor that drives that entire offense.
Amen.
What I saw from the video before that, it looked like Captain Ahab trying to run. I got to say, it's a huge improvement. The last one was a little scary, not going to lie, Hutch. But
which one was that?
It looked like he was running with just a straight plane.
The
first one. Captain Ahab. But so the difference from that last one to this one is massive. And it's got to make you feel great. Again, this isn't an ACL. This isn't an Achilles. But it is a major catastrophic injury. And again, this is the motor that we need to have back. This is the guy that allowed them to not trade for Myles Garrett. It allowed them to not make the massive splash in free agency to go after a double-digit $1 million contract guy. So they've got faith in him, and he has to come back to do it. But he also is a guy that has experienced 2 major lower leg injuries in the last few years. So I think, as much as
does that bother you? I'm gonna get you in on this too, Matt. But does that bother you moving forward? Because you're right. He had that at the University of Michigan. The year he had was really the only year that he had. Does that bother you? A young guy, but 2 major injuries within the span of 3-4 years.
Well, I would say that it would bother me if they had done what everybody here in Detroit wanted to do, which was give him an extension.
Yeah.
And I pray to the Lord that this young man will stay healthy all season and continue to be that motor for many years going down the road. But if the unforeseen happens yet again, this is a guy that you probably have to trade in his final year, that you probably have to move away from and not give the $25, $30+ million that it's going to take. But this is a child of Michigan, a son of Detroit. He's massively embraced here, and we know there's nobody in the league that's going to outwork this guy to come back from a major injury. So what we're seeing, the progression of his health, I think it's right on course for what we need to see from him to be that motor of the Detroit Lions this season.
Yeah, you better watch out trying to trade Aidan, man. The pride of Michigan. They'll jump after you in the chat. Man. But Aidan Hutchinson, look, you heard Doc talk about it pretty much for about the last month or so. He's sitting that chair on Thursdays and Fridays, and he said he likes the progress. He's actually ahead of where he's supposed to be. Yeah. And I got to think, based on the doctors, based on them not making moves in that, I think they trust where the pace is at for Aidan, and they trust where he's going to be coming in the next season as well.
It scares the daylights out of me.
And it should. Man. But
if I just put myself in his body, and it's my leg, and he's looking good here, but how many guys are going to go and chop him? How many guys are going to go after that leg? And I don't know bones.
Right.
Is the bone stronger now with the rod in it and all of that kind of jazz, or is it a chance for it to break again?
There's probably always a chance. I'm not a doctor, so don't quote me on that. But it'll be a stronger bone. He's young. He's still 24.
I hope. It gives me the willies just thinking about with that break. Because remember his leg? It looked like a rag doll.
It did.
It looked like a rag doll.
It did. It was nasty.
Some Joe Theismann type stuff.
Yeah.
It was nasty. But the good thing is April. You're talking about a season that is September. So you still have, even now, a long time to take your time with the injury, see what the body looks like, see what the swelling looks like. Because the best thing that doctors do or trainers, they're going to tell you, trust the body. When the body swells up, when the body's not right, you shut it down. There's still a lot of time from April to September to get Big 97 ready on that left side. So
he does have time. Time's on his side, no doubt about it.
Now you tore your ACL, correct?
I tore my ACL, and then I tore my meniscus.
So specifically with the ACL injury, when you felt really healthy, how much longer did your brain trust that? How much longer did it take?
That's funny because I tore let's just say when I had surgery in January of 2006. I was playing basketball and dunking in like end of May. Like my trainers were pissed when they found out. But yeah, like you're young. My knee feels good. I jumped. It works. So I went and dunked. But football is different. Like I didn't trust it being on. Maybe because that's where it happened. But planning is different in football. Like so the knee didn't work. It took me. It took me till September to be good. So that's 9 months. But then the mental side of things wasn't probably till the season was over with. It really probably wasn't until the off season going into that following season that my mind trusted my body, and I was like, okay. 2006, I came back and it was an okay season after the ACL. 2007 is where I made the Pro Bowl. Like it was a different mindset. So, but that's ACL. That's an anterior cruciate ligament versus the bone. Look at that. I still know how to say that word.
Hey. But that whole season of 2006 after you had come back,
a lot of thinking.
It was in the back of your head.
Yeah,
it wasn't
the whole
all
time.
year. Took a whole full year of being healthy, huh?
I'm a high point receiver. So like the term you mossed him at the high point. That's me. It took me a while to be able to trust myself to go all the way back up.
I hated that high point when it was in Ann Arbor. Damn, I hated that high point.
That's easy. Throw the rock, man. You know what time it is.
Best player out of Ann Arbor in the last 25 years.
Most
Remember that.
impactful.
You know what time it is. So if you're a jersey collector, especially for the Detroit Lions, you might be a little bit upset. 'Cause
little.
It seems like the Detroit Lions are playing a little bit of jerseys.
Who are these guys?
They got a lot of swaps to make.
Maz, I'll let you take it away from
14?
here.
Looks like
14.
Is that
jerseys.
Team USA over there on the
It's
left?
like a high school varsity
That's
team.
disrespectful.
That's pretty much right.
Like
Unbelievable.
between the front office and the tickets, and then the players and the jerseys.
You're not kidding, man.
Fans, you're getting the raw deal right now.
They ain't making any friends, and you knew it. You knew J-Mo eventually was going to
We
one.
talked about that when he got drafted, man. You, me, and Ryan said he's going to get one. He didn't. Here we are.
Here he is. And then 0 for Jahmyr Gibbs is the one I don't get.
So crazy.
First of all, it's 0. I think it's a terrible number, especially for a running back.
For a football player.
I mean, 26, he hated. I didn't know it. He put it out on Instagram. I always hated 26.
It's a bad number.
crazy.
I always you think 26 was bad?
For a running back, it's not bad for a
for
DB.
him to be as good as he is and the type of back he is.
26.
If he was Saquon Barkley, 26 wouldn't be bad because Saquon's a different type of running back. Like Jahmyr gives individual number. Like he's that type of run. That's what it looks like to me. 26 just feels weird.
Now, see, to me, I'm not.
Zeros feels worse.
I didn't say 0 was the one, but 26.
I never
I don't know about that.
never bought jerseys or really collected them or even really wore them. But I kind of love the old school number where he doesn't wear it anymore. Like for you,
Like
is
a
it
running
8
back
or
wearing 20?
you get one gold jersey? Is it 8 or 24?
Oh, you talking about 24?
24.
Yeah.
Okay. See, to me, I'd rather wear 8. I'd rather have the 8. What about LeBron?
Kobe-
6 or 23?
23.
See, I'd rather have the 6 because he should never wear 23.
Okay, but for me, Kobe became Kobe when he wore 24.
Yeah.
Like 8 was a bunch of other stuff. It was is it Shaq? Is it Kobe? Is it Phil?
Rocky
Is it
Mountain
this?
Kobe.
He don't want to be on team. 24, Kobe was about business.
Rick like that one, huh?
It took me a
Rocky Mountain Kobe, let's
second,
go.
but I got
8
it.
miles up.
Answer, you are on the board with that with my friend. That was good. Very rarely am I delayed on the joke. That was.
No, it's
I should have thrown a pause in there, huh?
No, that one.
Oh, you on fire today?
Okay, back to the numbers for here a second. guys.
You're on fire. Go ahead, man.
0, Jahmyr Gibbs. 1, Jameson Williams. 4,
I like
DJ Reed. Terry and Arnold took number 6. I don't mind that. They took what did he have? 0? He was 8 and 0, right? They knew wherever 0 was, they were throwing a flag. That's the only problem. So he's number 6 now.
What it sounds like is all the Alabama cats got together and was like, look, let's switch this stuff up. And DJ Reed happened to come at the right time because he's like, well, if y'all moving, I'm about to get 4. Let's see what's up. I guarantee all the Alabama cats playing the game, gaming, and I need 0. I want my 1 back. So shoot, what's up? Let's
Yeah,
switch.
let's
Let's
switch.
do it.
Enos Rakestraw took number 9, so he takes Matthew Stafford and then J-Mo's number. So Rakestraw gets 9. We've never seen him on the
Is
field
that
yet.
former
anyway.
Wolverine you're about to read right now?
Yeah, Ronnie Bell.
When did we get him?
I don't even remember that we even had Ronnie Bell.
Right?
He gets number 10.
He got moved up in the
Ronnie
practice
Bell.
some
Yo,
reason-
that's a solid potential pickup.
Tim
I
Patrick.
think so.
St. Patrick is
He's
12.
been sleeping down in he was with San Francisco, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's Pittsburgh and San Fran.
Yeah, and,
I hope
and
you're
buried
right.
behind some nice receivers.
I hope you're right. Tim
Oh
Patrick
no, he
went
was
from
in San Fran. I'm tripping. Yeah, he called. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at that board and I see all those numbers on the left there, and it
Hang on.
reminds me of 6th grade basketball team
Can't-
where we only had jerseys that went 1 through 15.
Yeah, right. And went by size.
Yeah, right? Yeah, 15 is a large.
Yeah, right. That was
You know, I was taking that extra small number 4.
Pause on that. Can I make a comment though?
What's up?
Yeah, why did Tim Patrick go from 17 to 12? What's 12? Is twice
Probably
12 better than
It was
17?
probably a high
Because
school
maybe
number or
his
something.
number from somewhere.
was his number.
It's
Probably
the
high
high
school
school
number.
number. It's college number. Man, that rain is that even rain?
Yeah, it's wind and rain.
Why did Broderick
word?
Martin change his number?
I don't know.
Why did Broderick Martin change
He
his
wanted
number?
to be-
He took my guys to
To
Darius
change
Smith's
his
number.
mojo, man, so
Why?
he can get on the field somehow.
You need to get on that field and worry about changing your number later.
Well, if they look at him and they think it's somebody else because it was
Yeah,
their
it's a
old
Darius,
number,
get
they're
in
like,
there.
get in there, number 14 or whatever his number is. He gets some play time.
If I'm not playing up to my potential so far in my league, I'm not worried about no number.
Yeah, right.
I'm
I
not worried
think it's
about
his
number.
third number.
Yeah.
Broderick Martin
How many
has
times
3
you-
numbers.
So I mean, I
crazy.
understand. I guess maybe
Third time's a
somebody
charm.
took his number and look, man.
Third time's a charm,
You
maybe.
need to
But
worry
here's
about
what I
getting
want to
on the
do.
field.
If I just bought, and I did, I bought my kids a Jameer Gibbs jersey. They love
so
Jameer
cute.
Gibbs. So I bought my youngest a jersey just when the season was almost over. During the playoffs, I bought her a jersey.
Ooh,
What the hell, man?
Do they swap
Now
it
she's
out?
wearing Maurice Norris's number. Maurice Norris's number.
Do they
I
swap
want
it out?
my money back.
Morris
I do.
Norris.
I want my money back.
but some franchises
They
when
swap
they do
them
the
out,
switch,
yeah.
they
Trade
allow
it in?
you to bring it back to the stadium.
Yeah.
That they should do that.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't heard it, have you?
I
You
have
think
not
this
heard
team
that.
is giving money back?
Yeah, the
I
Forest
feel
ain't
like
doing that.
No,
You know
but
what
I
I
feel
mean?
like this is a good opportunity. This is a good time to make something happen, Pete. Because with the ticket stuff that everybody's still pissed about, Pete bringing in on this one with the ticket stuff, this would be an easy win for the Detroit Lions and the Ford family.
Well, if they want to do the fans right, absolutely, man. I mean, come on, dude. You got $80 parking around the stadium. You got,
$80.
the concessions prices are through the roof. It's like, do your fans a solid for heaven's sakes. And I don't know if you guys saw.